One of the greatest obstacles in life isn't a lack of ability, but the constant battle within our own mind. Do you ever find yourself trapped in endless loops of thought, planning countless times but never taking the first step? Your mind is filled with brilliant ideas, but your body feels chained in place, and day by day, your passion fades away in the waiting. Today's story will reveal how to break free from this mental prison. Every sentence in this story holds the powerful secret to turning thought into action. This video will help you understand that true momentum comes from a simple yet profound wisdom. Please listen closely, because a simple task in this story might just be the turning point you've been waiting for. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young carpenter named Leo. He was incredibly talented. His hands seemed to possess a kind of magic, able to turn simple blocks of wood into beautiful works of art. However, he had one debilitating habit: he thought too much and did too little. Poor Tex. Whenever he wanted to carve a new piece, his mind would become a storm. Is this design perfect enough? Will other people like it? What if I fail? These thoughts made him more and more anxious. The noise of his thoughts drowned out the voice of his heart. As a result, his workshop, once full of potential, was now filled with unfinished projects and tools covered in dust. He grew frustrated and unhappy with himself. One day, a wise old master named Elara came to the village. She had been the most famous carver in the entire kingdom, and her eyes were as calm as a still lake, seeming to see into a person's soul. Leo gathered his courage, approached Master Elara, and confessed his struggle. "Master, my mind is full of ideas, but I just can't seem to start. What should I do?" Master Elara smiled. She didn't answer directly. Instead, she pointed to two paths leading up the mountain outside the workshop. "My child," she said, "look at those two paths. One is a wide, smooth road, but it's filled with signs that say, 'Beware of loose stones, steep slope ahead, measure the wind speed.' The other is a narrow, winding trail. It looks more challenging, and there are no signs at all." Then, she gave him a task. "Now, close your eyes, choose one path, and focus only on each step you take. Walk to the top of the mountain and come back. Remember, your goal is not to think about the path, but simply to walk the path." On the first day, Leo chose the wide, safe-looking road, but he couldn't ignore the signs. He kept stopping to read them, to analyze them, worrying about every possible risk. He walked for a long time, but his anxiety only grew, and he eventually turned back halfway. On the second day, he chose the narrow trail. With no signs to distract him, he could only focus on the ground beneath his feet, feeling the texture of the rocks and the softness of the earth. This time, he wasn't thinking, "What if?" He wasn't worried about the future. His mind, which was once a wild horse, became calm and focused. He walked faster and with more confidence. When he reached the summit and saw the breathtaking view, understanding washed over him. In that moment, something inside Leo shifted forever. He realized that a path is not completed by thinking about it, but by walking it one step at a time. From that day on, Leo no longer obsessed over the perfect blueprint in his mind. When he picked up a tool, he simply made the first cut. When he wanted to build a bookshelf, he started by measuring the first piece of wood. He shifted all his focus from thinking to doing. At first, it was difficult, but slowly he found that with every small step he completed, his anxiety lessened and his sense of accomplishment grew. A few years later, through his consistent hard work, Leo became a renowned master carver, known far and wide. His creations were not only technically brilliant, but also full of life and soul. He was no longer the young man trapped by his own thoughts. His mind was no longer a storm, but a calm, vast lake, peacefully reflecting everything he created. My friends, this story teaches us a profound lesson: action is the greatest cure for anxiety and hesitation. Remember, don't wait for the perfect plan. Create perfection through action. Your mind is not your master, it is your most powerful tool. Learn to wield it, not be wielded by it. Believe in yourself. The power within you is far greater than you imagine. Don't let the noise of your thoughts drown out the sound of your own footsteps moving forward. Starting today, just take that first small, all-important step. If this story gave you strength, please like this video and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And tell us in the comments, what is the first step you are going to take. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories that feed the soul. Until the next story.